is Pep Alec, Stiet Tops, of Luft says no, Stata Tall, a suits a come Raffalecken oot, is Pep Alec, Stiet Nerd Raff Woy. Pepsi Cola hits the spot, 12 full ounces, that's a lot, twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you.
You learned the Pepsi jingle backwards when you were how old?
14 or 15, when I was working mowing lawns, mainly in the summertime, and I did that as my job. And of course, 8 hours of doing that made me want to have something in my mind, and I began to sing this song, which was at that time played on radio a fair amount. It was an advertisement. And then I thought of trying it backwards, and after quite a few weeks, I guess, of effort over time, taught myself to sing it backwards.
So it probably took a few weeks?
Yes, and of course it was one of those things that you sort of return to when you were out mowing lawns and your mind needed to think about something, pick up on it again. So it just got where it was better, until finally I thought I had everything in my mind and was able to sing it and entertain myself.
Who was the first person that you tried singing it to other than yourself?
Probably, well, it wouldn't have been Lois, because of course we weren't married. It would have been my parents, my brother Stuart, most likely. Sure they had sort of a toleration of it, slight amusement.
Did you teach anyone else to sing it?
No, I didn't. I thought, it didn't really occur to me. It seemed to me it might be a little challenging to do that.
How come you've remembered it all these years?
It's been fun, just now and then. Partly it would take me back to when I was 14 years old or 15. Partly because it just tickles me. It's just kind of fun to do. And it does remind me of those days when Pepsi Cola sold for a nickel, 12 full ounces. It's sort of a connection to an earlier time. But I think mainly it's just fun.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's definitely fun.
It's a kind of a whimsical thought.
Yeah.
It crosses my mind now and then.
So would this have been in Sudbury, Massachusetts, that you were mowing the lawns?
Yes, it would have been Sudbury. It would have been the partly the Olson's house, which turned out to be across the street from Lois's house, because it was a small town.
Yeah.
And then there were some others that I did lawn mowing for, or other kinds of farm work, that sort of thing.
Any idea how much you got paid for mowing the lawns back then?
I started out at 15 cents an hour. I possibly worked my way up to 20 or 25 cents in that neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fine for the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But I, at the same time, long about then, I got a job at a soda fountain, and making ice cream sundaes and ice cream sodas and so forth. I think the pay was a little better there.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course it was more upscale type of work.
That's right.
But it was also a 5-mile ride on my bike to get to working there.
Was that at Higgins?
Twin Maples it was called, East Sudbury. It was, we lived on the other side of town, you might say, so it was about a 5-mile ride.
Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't have time to sing Pepsi Cola song backwards at the soda fountain.
You probably served some Pepsi Cola there.
Well, it probably did. My downfall was the what do you call those? Where you have 3 scoops of ice cream and you have different dressings and syrups.
Split,
yeah, banana royal.
Oh, banana royal.
Banana royal. I had a tendency to put too much syrup on it, and it would drip down over the sides. And it wasn't one of my brighter moments when I did that. On the other hand, one of the better times, in one way of speaking, was when the power went out. And so the management said, take all the ice cream you could take because it's just going to melt. And of course we all helped ourselves and all took ice cream home with us because the power stayed out. Didn't reopen.
What a deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you very much for sharing the Pepsi jingle backwards with us at the Mile High Pod Chronicles. I think this is a first in podcasting.
I would think in that language, yes.
Pepsi Cola, it's the spot. 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you. Nickel, 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 nickel.